Hi everyone, welcome to this small introduction for Autom8, which is a tool that can automate many of the functions that we do in translation, terminology, or reference in all UN languages. First, you download the tool from here, arbsq.net/auto, and you download this link, download current version 1.0. And it will tell you to save it or open it, so you save it somewhere. Okay, you go where it was saved and open it. Then you will unzip it or extract it somewhere. So you just right click and extract it to some folder. So we go to this folder where we extract it. It's in downloads. So we go to it, Autom8. It's Autom8, and it has these four files. So we open Autom8 version 1.0 and run it, and it will automatically copy the needed files where they should be, and it will run the script, and you'll see it down there. So now we can start using it. First, let's try to use Autom8 with Iluna. For a document like this, let's try to select some piece of text, let it be Security Council, and press F2. First thing we need to look at is this thing below. Source language English, target language Chinese. Depending on what language you translate to, we do the configure languages and shortcuts. So I'm an Arabic translator, so I'll make the target language Arabic and say OK. If I also have a problem with the main shortcut, I can also change it here. So let's try again, make F2. So the first option is to get the best data translation. This is the output of the machine translation system we have at the United Nations. So if we press F3 or you click on this button, we'll have the output of the machine translation system right into the clipboard so we can paste it. So let's do this now. Then we press Ctrl V somewhere, so it will give us the output of it. You can have other options too. So the second option is to get multiple data translations, which is right here. So it will give you all the possible translations for Security Council in the language that you are using. And you can have other things too. F2. And you can also use the UN term portal to look up this term that you highlighted. So press this, search UN term portal, and it will give you all the entries of the UN term portal that have Security Council in them. You can have it more specialized in some of the special databases on UN term portal, such as the CH term and ISPA term or other specialized terminology bases for each particular language. So let's search it with CH term and UNHQ terminology, which is basically UN term. So it will give you everything that comes from both databases, from CH term and UNHQ. And you can have other things too. for ESPA term, you can search it using ESPA term, and it will give you everything in Spanish in ESPA term for this particular phrase. You can also try to look up something, like if you want to see a certain document symbol, if you want to get this, the bytext of this document, maybe you have something like A67251, which is the agenda for the 67th session of the General Assembly. So we can get the bytext by document symbol, and it's here. It will give you the file in both languages, English and Arabic, and depending on your choice of the target language, it will give it to you. You can also get the Microsoft Word document for this file by clicking this get Word document by document symbol, language 1, which is the first language, the source language, which is English, and it gives you the option to open it or save it. So you can open it, and it's here. So it gives you the file automatically in Word documents. You can also have it in the target language. So you change it and make it A69251, make it in target language or lang 2. So it will give you the output, gives you the file in the target language 251. So there are other options that we have, but this one is only available in Arabic, which is if you have like multiple countries like Egypt, Senegal, Ghana, you can translate them and it will translate it for you. But this is only available for Arabic, and sometimes it's not very stable. So the next thing that you can also look up are these 3 lookup functions, which you can look up a word in Merriam-Webster dictionary. So for example, you want to look up the word council, and it will give you all the definitions for it. If you want to look up something in a multilingual dictionary, which is word reference, we can also do this by clicking here. It will give you all the possible translations in your target language. And the last thing you can do is to look up in Wikipedia, and it will give you the output of all the entries, all the articles that have this word or this phrase in its title. Depending on what you do, you can also do some play around with the configuration, because here is how you configure the languages and shortcuts. So depending, of course, most of us use the source language as English, and the target language can vary according to what translation service or terminology service we're doing. And we can change the shortcut key if some users do not feel comfortable with using F2 or these F3 or these things. They can choose something else. They can, for example, make it Alt F or anything like, or Alt R or Control E, or whatever thing that they are comfortable with. And each of these functions, you can also assign for them particular shortcut key or shortcut key combination, which makes it easier even if you don't have to run the main interface. You can just select a text and then press its corresponding shortcut key, and it will give you the desired output. And you can also, depending on which translation service you are or what your needs are, you can make some of these buttons visible or hidden. So if I don't want this get the best tap translation into clipboard to be visible, I just want to use F3 for it. So I'll make it hidden, and I press OK. And when I run F2 again, or the new shortcut key, it will give me this main interface without this option that I just made it hidden. And I can always check what version I have. The current version is 1.0, so I can check the latest version, and it's still 1.0, but later versions will appear. And if you want any feedback or a problem, or you are reporting a problem, so you just send feedback, and it will send me an email regarding Autom8 script. So that's it. Thank you very much, and please let me know if you need any help.